This is a video review for Transformers Prime Voyager class Ultra Magnus. So here's Ultra Magnus in his, truck mode. First off, he does come with a gun here and a little missile. So, and if you want to get two of them, two Ultra Magnuses, you could get these missiles, and you can, and later I'll show you that you could give him his shoulder cannons, from G1. But here's his weapon. As you can see, it has a big piece of a hammer, big top of a hammer right here. And as usual, the Voyager figures have those mech-tech-esque weapons. But the good thing about this one is, without modifying the weapon, you can still lock it into place as a hammer. Although there's a light on, a green LED. So at least for this moment right now, I'm gonna put it back into gun mode. So here's Ultra Magnus. He's a very, very, nice figure. The vehicle mode obviously is the weaker of the two modes, because you can see where his legs just folded. And if you look under here, you can see his legs, his arms, and his head and his chest. You can see basically everything. But when you're just looking at it from this angle right here, it's not really that bad. So obviously does roll very well. Has an Autobot symbol on each side, and it has that that red stripe, nice red paint on the hood, nice silver paint here. But for Ultra Magnus, you really don't buy the figure for its vehicle mode. You buy it for its robot mode. So let's go ahead and transform him. But like I was saying with the gun, you can peg it in here, 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 and it's actually meant to peg in here with these little flip out holders, but it really doesn't do that, so I just decided to not show that. But to transform him, what you want to do is you want to fold out the feet like that. You just want to unpeg them, and then I just click down in place. You want to separate them. You want to take these things here, this here. Do the same thing on this side. Just rotate it in like that, and you have his legs. Now come up here. You want to take this piece, fold it up, and fold it down a little bit. There we go. And that'll give the arms the clearance they need to extend out, snap into place. Fold it down, collapse that piece in, fold down, collapse the piece in, and then there you have Transformers Prime Voyager class Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. Very, very nice robot mode. This is what really made me want to get this figure. Because, the vehicle mode always looked a little off, but the robot mode looked fantastic. And it really is in person. Now, the only one problem that, it's not just me that has had this issue, I believe it's just about every Ultra Magnus out there. Oops, sorry, just trying to get him to stand well. That's good. His shoulders, although on mine they weren't extremely loose. Oh, gotta snap these into place. Are they in there? Yep, they are. Okay. They weren't extremely loose like I've heard some of them being, but the shoulders could not support his weapon. Every time you would put his shoulder up, it would just fall right back down. Like, he could barely hold his own shoulder up. So what I did, I know that MGO put floor polish inside. You pop the arm off the ball joint. I put super glue in there. He put floor polish. It adds a little bit of a layer to the arm joint, so then it makes it nice and tight. Although I did put a little more on this arm, so it's a little tighter. But now it before, let me get in there. He can hold his gun fine now. He can hold it perfect. But before, although his body really can't support it very well, but that's probably just how I was having him stand. Before, his arm would just fall right down. Like I said, the joint wasn't really loose. It just wasn't wanting to support his gun. Like it could barely, like I said, it could barely support himself, his own arm. So, yeah. So again, with the hammer, you can lock it into place, and you can either put it in this peg or this peg. You know, I actually do like a little bit more on this. Oop, just popped it out. I actually do like it a little bit more on this peg. Let's pop it back in there, if it's going to want to let me. Hold on a moment. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was having a little bit of a problem with Magnus here. And then he can hold his hammer and kick some Decepticon butt. So, yep. So, size comparison wise, here is first edition Cliff Jumper and GDO Hotspot. As you can see, Cliff Jumper's, you know, a decent way taller, and Hotspot is bigger and just generally a little more bulky. So, and like I said, you can with the missile here, because if you have one, the best place to put it is going to be there's these little peg holes here. If you have one, the best place is probably going to be on the arm, because it would look weird to have one shoulder cannon for Ultra Magnus. So probably the best place, if you have one, at least for me, is you know, either here, or if you don't even, you know, you can do the same thing with the gun. If you just don't want it and you want to store it, you can go ahead and do that. You can store it on his back. So, but you know, if you, like, again with Emgo, he actually broke his first Magnus and he got a second one, so he had two cannons, you know, two missiles, so he put them up here because there are peg holes up here, and it looked very good in his review. So, but articulation wise, he's got the ball jointed shoulders, can rotate at the upper bicep there, can got a nice ratchet elbow, got a ball jointed hand, got a ball jointed head, but it's hindered a little bit by the back truck part and then, you know, his neck. Ball jointed hips, can rotate at the upper thigh, ratchet knee, and then the foot can't really do much, but it can just go forward and back because of the transformation. So overall, he's very nice. Got a lot of detail on him. It's got a very Ultra Magnus, you know, esque head, nice green eyes. Got, you know, it's got a decent amount of paint in robot mode, although the same cannot be said for the vehicle mode, paint wise. But, you know, it's overall a very good figure. Honestly, I thought I would like Thundertron a lot more than Ultra Magnus, but honestly, I'm starting to like Ultra Magnus a little bit more than Thundertron, if not, you know, they're equal to me, honestly. They're equal, and how much I like them. I'm just really excited to get, you know, Skyquake coming to see just exactly how good he is, which, you know, obviously he's just a repainted Dreadwing, but, you know, I want to see how his colors work for him. So, you know, overall, very nice figure. Got some nice silver detailing. You know, got the red detailing here. Got Not About symbol right in his chest, so you know exactly what he is. You know, compared to some other figures that, you know, how you have to search for a faction symbol, or you have some that don't even come with any at all. You know, so obviously, very nice figure. Do highly recommend him. So you can pick him up if you can find him. Like I had seen him once and I didn't have the money to buy him. I came back then the very next day, and they had 3 Thundertrons and no Ultra Magnuses. And surprisingly, the 2 Thundertron, I bought a Thundertron. The 2 remaining Thundertrons made it through Christmas at that same store. So obviously, some people don't like Thundertron, but there was 1 Ultra Magnus and somebody else got a hold of it before me. So I got this from a fellow Tfw2005 board member. So thank you, Ninjaslacker. So yeah, it's a very nice figure overall. I'm very excited that I got him, and I'm very happy to get him. So overall, buy this guy. He's an awesome Voyager. Nice size too. Nice size to him. So also. So there you guys have it, Transformers Prime, Transformers Prime, excuse me, Voyager class, Ultra Magnus.